Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video.
Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back on in to the Overlord X channel for a new video. And to be honest, I can't believe this. I actually cannot believe this at all. Now, what is this I'm talking about? You know, to cut out being vague entirely, I'm talking about the fact that, well, I cannot believe that Season 2 of LEGO Ninjago turns 11 years old at around the exact time as you are probably seeing this video, assuming you are actually seeing today's video on a release date. Yes, you heard that right, because Ninjago Season 2, otherwise known as Legacy of the Green Ninja, well, that season apparently aired from the 18th of July to the 21st of November 2012, which obviously followed the first season titled Rise of the Snakes. And so today, as of the time I'm recording and also uploading today's video, well, it is the 18th of July, and so that makes this entire season around 11 years old today, which to me is absolutely insane. Obviously, Ninjago has become very old for quite some time now, you know. A few years back, we had the 10-year anniversary of the entire show from the very beginning, but I really was not expecting today, out of all the days, for Season 2 to be kind of the next season that turns 11 years of age. That is actually quite the achievement. And despite what you think about Season 2, right, this is probably easily, like, the most historic Ninjago season ever, or at least one of them, and it also has one of the most interesting, almost kind of backstories to it, I suppose you could say. Not necessarily backstory, that is probably the wrong term to be using here, but if we all remember correctly, Season 2 was originally meant to be the very end for Ninjago. A lot of people are familiar with this, but if you're not, to be honest, I don't blame you. It's kind of like a forgotten piece of Ninjago history that isn't really spoken about all that much. But yeah, Ninjago was only meant to be lasting up until Season 2, Legacy of the Green Ninja, and then it was meant to end. You can kind of get that vibe from it, because the ending of Season 2, you know, kind of does seem like it could have ended there, I suppose. Now, of course, there are a lot of open gaps and there is a lot of room to expand, and so they definitely took that opportunity. A lot of people were wanting more Ninjago, and because the demand was so high, LEGO was like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just carry the season on, this whole show on, I should say. A lot of the fans want it, we can make a whole lot more money out of this, there is no definitive end to this show, let's just keep it going, let's keep raking in the dollars, and let's just keep making money, keep making sets, and on the flip side of that, us Ninjago fans get to enjoy more of one of our favourite shows. So overall, it was a complete win-win for both LEGO from a business standpoint and the fans from just an enjoyment, consumption kind of standpoint. And the rest is history. Here we are today, over 11 years later, Ninjago is still running. Again, it's still just hard to believe that Season 2 was meant to be the end. Things would be entirely different if that really was the end. Like, I wonder if there would even be a Ninjago community. Like, to this day, to be honest, I highly doubt it. If you look at shows like Chima and even Nexonites, there really isn't that big of a community for either of them. Especially for Chima, there is definitely a community out there, but it is pretty tiny. Definitely nothing on the scope of the Ninjago community. For Nexonites, there really isn't that much of a community at all. So yeah, I'd imagine Ninjago would be pretty much the exact same way, which again is just absolutely crazy to think about. And it's just crazy that we've come this far since Season 2, and just the fact that all of that took place over 11 years ago is crazy. Now, despite all of this positivity, Ninjago Season 2 is, believe it or not, one of my least favourite seasons, but considering it is a special day, I would like to run through some of my all-time favourite parts about this season. Number one, this one's very personal to me, but I find it very nostalgic. Now, not nostalgic in the typical way, because I first watched this season in 2016 when I first got into Ninjago personally. I watched it over on CITV when they were airing Ninjago back in those days. A TV channel that is British but has become pretty known in the Ninjago community thanks to them airing Seabound and also a few other different seasons first, pretty much. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with CITV if you've been watching my channel specifically and have been keeping up to date with Ninjagonews, because they have been pretty great at airing new stuff recently. But yeah, I first watched it on CITV. in the hot summer of 2016 here in England. That was when I first got into Ninjago, back when I was like 10 or 11 years old. Kind of crazy to think about. But aside from that, as for actual in-the-universe stuff, well, I thought Garmadon was pretty great in this season. He had some insane scenes, some of my favourite Garmadon scenes of all time. The Overlord was pretty menacing and intimidating, one of the best performances for him ever, you know, with the kind of glowing, floating orb form of the Overlord. That was really awesome. Just the ninja were cool in it. And also the first few filler episodes are actually really fun and enjoyable to watch. Even just to rewatch, they're fun. Kind of switch off your mind, just enjoy them for what they are. Seriously, they are so much fun and I love them to bits for that. I find them to just be so stupidly wacky, but it's for that reason that I love them so much. And that's basically it for things that I truly really liked about Season 2. Overall though, today is definitely a bit of a special day because again, the 11th anniversary of Ninjago Season 2 is here, and I just wanted to share this with all of you today. Today's video was not planned until I woke up, went onto Twitter and saw that this was kind of a thing, so I just wanted to rush and make a video on this today because again, pretty special news, all things considered. But with all of this being said, I turn it over to all of you now. Now that I'm done talking, feel free to leave any of your own thoughts and also some of your favourite things about Ninjago Season 2 down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your own thoughts regarding this. As usual though, if you did enjoy today's video, please do leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more, and hit the notification bell so that you behind the screen there, yes, you there, I'm looking right at you, can keep up to date on all things Ninjago right here on the channel. And with all of this being said, I will catch you all soon for a new one. Well, goodbye everybody, catch you all very soon.